All right, review for Module 4, and this is the review for the test. And this will be questions 1 through 15 will be the first one. Okay. All right, so if I'm looking at the x and y intercepts, okay, my x-intercepts, okay, are -1 and 0. Okay, now you're going to have another one that's going to show you like this, and on the test, it's going to have all three intercepts, and you got to be able to pick them out. Okay, so the y-intercept's -1 and 0, and the x-intercept, or the x-intercept is -1 and 0, where it touches or crosses this line. Okay, and then what are the y-intercepts? Well, where does it cross this line? Okay, 0 and 2. Okay, question 2. All right, which line has the greater slope? Well, this one's positive. Okay, so it naturally has a greater slope than the negative. Also, if you have a line, and let's say it's positive, but it cuts through here, whichever line is higher, that's the greater slope. Okay? Whichever line is higher, that's the greater slope. Question 3. Okay, they want us to be able to write the equation. Okay, and so whenever you see 2 points like this, you always know I'm going to have to find slope. Okay, that's in a lot of these. So think of there are 2 points. All right, and again, what's our slope equation? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, yum yums on top of the picnic table. All right, so my points are 5 and 6 and 0 and 0. Okay, so x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, so plug these in. This is going to be 0 minus 6 over 0 minus 5. All right, which is going to turn into -6 over -5, which of course is just 6 over 5. Now write the equation. I'm not done. Follow the instructions. Find the equation. So y equals 6 over 5x. And that's my equation. All right. Next one. Question 4. All right. They want us to solve. Okay, so the first one is y is 3. Okay, so I'm going to put 3 right there. 2 times 3 is 6. So x minus 6 equals 6. All right. So x minus 6 equals 6. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. X is 12. All right. So 12 and 3. Then the other one is I'm going to plug in 10 for x. So 10 minus 2y equals 6. Subtract 10, subtract 10, 2y equals -4. Okay? All right. Then I'm going to divide both sides by -2, and y is 2. All right. Y is 2. Okay, question 4. All right, they want me to graph this line. Okay, well, I have to get y by itself. So when I do that, and I'm getting y by itself, okay, I got x is equal to 6 over 5y, multiply both sides by 5 over 6. So I have y is equal to 5 over 6 x. Okay, have to get y, oops, sorry, wrong way, y by itself. All right, so now I just go start at my y-intercept, which is 0. I don't have one, so whenever you see where it's just y equals something x, you know it starts at the origin. In this one, my slope is 5 over 6, so I go up 5 over 6. All right, question 6. All right, now this is what you're going to see on the test, and they're going to ask you to put these to find all 3 intercepts. Now this one, okay, they want to graph where y is 0. So where y is 0, x is 2. Okay? So where y is 0, x is 2. Now, where x is 0, it's going to be at 2 and 0 and 6 and 0. So 2 and 0 and 6 and 0. Okay, question 7. What are the coordinates of -3 and -2? Okay, well, x is -3, so I go over -3 and down 2. So -3 and -2. All right. Next one. All right. So this one's just like the other one. I have to divide both sides by 3. So y equals 1/3 x. Now, when I have 1/3 x like that, okay, that tells me that my slope, okay, is 1/3. Now, my slope is not 1/3 x. My slope is just 1/3. Okay. Question 9. All right. Is this graph a function? Okay, I'm looking for two things here. I'm looking for either where I have two solid lines, two solid dots on the same x value, or I have overlapping lines. And I have overlapping lines here and here. It fails the vertical line test. It's not a function. Question 10. Okay, they're giving us the line, and all we have to do is read it. Okay, so let's expand this on out, and it tells me that y is 1. Okay, so let's go find where y is 1. What does x equal where y is 1? And it's -3. So where y is 1, x is -3. Okay, now how we know this is y is because this is y equals mx plus b. So my x, I don't know what it is, okay, but they're giving me my y. All right, next one. Okay, next one. I have y is 3. Okay, so I'm going to go up to 2, up to 3. All right, I'm going to go over there. And what is x value? 3. Okay. So 11. Okay, it's giving me this. It's that easy. Y equals mx plus b. The m, the slope, is right there. There it is. There's the b. Where people get this wrong, they forget to put the y equals. Now be careful, some places already have the y equals or the f of x or the c of x. Don't put y equals in there. All right, 12. Okay, y is greater than or equal to 4x. Now, what is my y-intercept? 0. What's my slope? Up 4 over 1. All right, so I start at 0. I don't have a y-intercept, so I automatically know it's there. If this is 3, then I'm going to start right there. Okay, you always start at the y-intercept. All right, so now y is greater than or equal to 4x, so I go up 4 over 1. All right, so I have a solid line right through here. Okay, that's my slope, and now I'm looking for where y is greater. Where are my y values getting bigger? Up there. All right, 13. Y is equal to -7. Right there. When it's y, it's a horizontal line, slope is 0. When it's x, it's a vertical line, slope is undefined. Okay, question 14. All right, what is the slope? Rise over run. Okay, now when I take 52 and 254, okay, I know they're divisible by 2, so I'm given this. All right, now The only factors of 26 are 2 and 13. Okay, and 26. All right. Divide this by 13. See if you get anything, which you won't. Divide both of these by 26. See if you get whole numbers. You won't. So that's in its simplest form. Okay, and 15. All right. I have to create the line for this. Okay. I got to create the line. So x plus 5y equals negative 5. I'm first going to subtract the x. Now I have 5y is equal to negative x minus 5. Divide everything by 5. By 5, y is equal to negative 1 over 5x minus 1. Okay, so, all right, that's how I got my line. All right, most of y'all are pretty good at this part. Okay, so now I just have to graph based on this. What's my y-intercept? Negative 1. Okay, what's my slope? Up 1 over 5, because they're looking for the intercepts. Now, if you're saying, well, wait, slope is usually I go down and over to the right. You're absolutely correct. Okay, but look at what they're asking for, the intercepts. So you can still do down 1 over 5 and see where the line crosses the x-axis right here and put your point right there. All right, so that's questions 1 through 15 on Module 4 review. Okay, and I'll do 16 through 30 here in just a little bit.